I am saying, hey, everybody, how are you? It's Jamie here. Welcome to our Monday Night Live. Although I have really set the cat amongst the pigeons, haven't I? Because you're used to seeing me at 7 p.m. And I know it's 5 p.m. Can we even call that Monday Night Live? I don't know. It depends on when you're watching, of course. But welcome nonetheless. You are warmly invited. I'm giving you humongous bear hugs. And we are going to chew the cruise and travel fat together for the next, I'd say 59 minutes and counting. And I have to say, the reason I've gone live earlier today, and I know a lot of people are still going to be at work. I can tell that from the number of you in the room right now. But I'm saying hi to those of you who are watching on catch up. You are well and truly in me thoughts, I promise you. And also, if you're here on catch up, please do comment as well, because I will see all of your comments later and respond to them. I promise you. But for now, those of you who are here live, I hope you are happy, well, groovy, and dancing around your kitchens like there's no tomorrow. Just make sure you're wearing something, please. And don't have any knives or forks anywhere near you either. That sort of thing just gives me chills and anxiety. So thank you for making it outside of our regular hours. I appreciate it very much. So yes, early today, because I flew in from Orlando just this morning into London Gatwick South, and that is a loud train going by. I got no sleep on the flight last night. Not because it was uncomfortable. It was with British Airways. It was actually a very comfy flight. It was only half full or half empty, depending on how you look at those things. Are you a glass half empty or a half full person? Drop those comments below. I've never asked that question. Are you a glass half empty or half full? What do you say? Is it important? Does anyone give a monkeys? I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe they do. So yeah, I had the whole row to myself. I've been pretty fortunate with my flights over the last year in that very often haven't had anyone next to me. I have got a strategy to help me make sure no one's next to me, but that's for another time. Anyway, it was such a lovely flight. It was very little turbulence over the Atlantic, certainly traveling east with strong tailwinds as we had. It was only a 7-hour and 35-minute flight from Orlando, which is speedy. Just a little bit of turbulence somewhere over the Atlantic midway through, but I was stretched out over 3 seats. I had blankies galore, pillows galore. It was so comfy. The crew were really friendly. I do like my plane food, my darlings. I love my plane food. But I just couldn't sleep. As content as I was. I mean, I sat up at about, I don't know, 4 in the morning thinking, I'm just going to play some chess on the screen, trying to get back to sleep after that. No, not happening. And then suddenly the lights are on and it's breakfast time. So a bit jet lagged, and also Matthew being at work today, I haven't seen him yet. He'll be home around 6 p.m. and I want to make sure we spend the evening together. Obviously, that's really important. So that's a very long-winded story as to why I am so early today. So please, will you forgive me? Will you forgive me? We've got comments about people who are half empty and half full. Actually, we've got couples here, Penny and Steve. One is half empty, one is half full. Oh, yes, thank you, True Mark. Nearly at 50,000, that's right. We'll talk about that later, but thank you. Not there just yet. Anything could happen, anything. Mark says, jet lag kicked in last night after a return from Barbados. Yes, it always gets you eventually, doesn't it? But I'm one of those battlers. I battle through the jet lag and just get on with normal hours when I'm at home, and it's normally absolutely fine. Carol, I used to say half full, but now I say I have a whole glass. We know exactly what you mean. Tony, looking forward to hearing how you found Prima. We found Viva bewildering, combination of very good and pretty awful. I will get to that, I promise you. Holiday have, I can never sleep on a plane, even when I lay flat. It's weird with me. I sometimes can absolutely sleep, and other times it just doesn't happen. Like last night, I didn't feel very tired for some strange reason. Who knows why? Some of us in the room are on Azura, enjoying Funchal. Fabulous. Now then, before we proceed, I would like to know two things from you. So if you wouldn't mind dividing your attention, and if you're watching on catch up, you can still comment, okay? So, three things. First of all, don't forget the thumbs up. Click on the thumbs up because it's good for me self-esteem. But first of all, where are you calling in from? I always like a little nose to see where we're calling in from around the globe. And again, if you're on catch up, please do add your comment. And also, how are you on a scale of 1 to 10? Donna, I did just catch a glimpse of your news, so I'm really sorry to hear that, and I hope everyone is okay. But yeah, a check-in, one being not good, and someone will absolutely make sure you're okay, because we have an awesome community here. And a 10, you're rocking all over the world, and you're great. I think I'm a perky 8 today, which I'm quite surprised about. Normally, I'm really grumpy after flying east, and today I'm quite lively and jolly, and maybe it's you lot, maybe you're bringing out the best in me. Oh, I say that I wasn't very jolly when I was getting off the plane this morning, though. Just people littering the way with their cases and their bags, and the screaming and the crying, and just not moving out of the way, blocking entrances, blocking exits, blocking every hole you can imagine. And that sounds awful. That made me very grumpy indeed, very grumpy. But otherwise, yeah, I've did all my washing, unpacked everything I need. I've already got a few bits and bobs on the sword, nick and that brick and brack, ready for the next trip, which is at the weekend with Matthew. I'm actually home, or at least I'm with Matthew for the next 3.5, 4 weeks now, without me traveling solo. So that is super exciting. I'm really pleased about that. I've had lots of cuddles with my babies today as well, even when they didn't want it, because they just wanted to be left alone. They were not getting left alone. Let's check on where you're calling in from and how we're all doing then. Some of you, as I said, are on Azura. Enjoy. Tony, as you know, my glass starts full and rapidly, yes, yours rapidly empties. I'm absolutely certain of that. Midlothian, Swindon, and an 8 would be a 10, but fed up with the weather. Wow, I haven't. It's weird. I've been to quite a few warm countries, parts of the world over the winter, so I feel like I haven't experienced the UK winter as I ordinarily would. So I'm really sorry about that. I was in Florida, though, in Orlando, on the coldest day they've had for 27 years. If that makes you feel any better, although the day before was 22 degrees Celsius, the day before that was 20, and it was sunny, so it was still lovely. Sorry about that, everybody. But yeah, I'm sure you're all fed up with the weather in the UK. I've been reading that there's been a lot of rain. Is that right? A lot of rain in the UK? Again, I'm sorry about that. I haven't seen much rain for the last 10 or 11 days. Weymouth, we've got 8s, Ireland in the rain. 8s, oh, we're around 8s and 10s. You lot are perky. Maybe you're perkier late afternoon. And when it gets to 7 p.m, you've had enough. Maybe we should always do this at 5 p.m. Soggy in New Milton, Bognor Regis, 8. Oddly dry here. Makes a change, says Tony. Well, that is good to know. You're welcome, Donna. West Wales and a 10. My goodness me. I think we are quite perky. Isle of Wight, 9. A dozy 7.5. I take a dozy 7.5 over a miserable 3 or 4. More 8s, mega tired's. Eastleigh, Bridge. I looked at a flat in Eastleigh once, by the way. Bridgewater, Somerset, Kent, Nottingham, etc. Rain and waves crashing in Dawlish again. Oh, God blimey. I know the train route passing through Dawlish, and it used to be treacherous there, didn't it? It probably still is, actually, and they had to kind of like rebuild part of the railway and defence systems and stuff. Does that actually work now? Does that stop any of the seawater and the impending doom? Nottingham, nearly cruise time. It's always an elite cruise time for the Kemp family. That makes me happy. Right, okay. Let's stop there for now. Otherwise, I'll keep reading all these comments. No updates on P&O and Malif at all. Jay Baxter, nothing. They just keep ignoring us all. It's a disgrace, an absolute disgrace. But I will still keep asking the questions. Always. Donna says, always do it at 5 p.m. Then I can watch live every. Oh, I added the word live. I watch every, because I'm sure you watch on catch up, don't you, Donna, my darling? Donna? You do, don't you? Swimming in Southampton, Staffordshire, pouring with rain in Weymouth. Done. Okay. Can I please remind you, as Hugh and Mark said a bit earlier, nearly at the 50,000 subscriber mark, which has been not my end goal, but the main goal for a long time. It feels like a good, solid, wholesome number to me. If you haven't subscribed yet to my YouTube channel, I'd really appreciate it. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps me in what I do. I would really appreciate it. Or maybe you could encourage some friends or family to get on board as well. But I think by the next time we meet and have a live, we should be there. And I did promise you all a party, so I will deliver on that party. Maybe not next Monday, because I am on a Valentine's cruise, but the one after, party here. Is that okay? Let's see how we get on, hey? But genuinely, thank you for your support. I really do appreciate it. Mucho apreciado. And your support moving forward. Every time you comment, you're engaged, you click on something, it all helps. It really does. So thank you so much. And also, it's been great getting to know some of you. I feel like some of you have been in my life for years. You probably have been, actually, and vice versa. So that's awesome. Also, I am on FaceAche/Facebook, Jamie W. Robbins. Please head over there. Nearing 15,000 of you now. That's gone up so fast in the last couple of months. I post thousands of pictures to bore you with, a little bit of sass here and there. Nothing too serious, that's for sure. I'm also on Patreon at Travelblog Jamie if you like some behind the scenes stuff going on. Cameo.com/Travelblog Jamie for your personalized video messages as well. And 3 group cruises now advertised right at the top of my Facebook page if you're interested. And I added a cheeky little one because my last group was saying they didn't want to have to wait till summer 2027 because they're very impatient like that. So working with Fred Olsen, we agreed to do a cheeky, I'd say a 5 or 6 nighter, I can't remember now, 6 nighter group cruise on the 16th of December this year from Southampton on Balmoral, heading to Hamburg for the awesome Christmas market, and then Honfleur, which is such a beautiful seaside town. You'll be very welcome to join us. I think also, I'm just going to say now, it's very good value, that particular short cruise. It is. Otherwise, come along to the Solar Eclipse cruise in July 2027. Or indeed the Fjords cruise in July 2027. All the details at the top of pinned to the top of my Facebook page. Right, moving on. So the trip I've just done, some of you are asking how it went. Well, first of all, Universal Orlando, you all know I've done that many times. Although what was great about this particular trip is that I stayed at the Terra Luna Resort, which is very close to the new Epic Universe, which opened in May 2025. And the ticket I had allowed me to park hop and access Epic whenever I wanted, which was great because I wanted to spend more time there, a little less rushed than when I went last time with Matthew, because we only had one day there in total. Also, I got to see it at night time, and I have to say, it's a spectacular park at night. I got to do all the rides I wanted, but I will say this, considering it was midweek in January, cooler than average temperatures, it was heaving, as were the other parks actually at times. I didn't have an express pass or anything like that. So if you are staying on site at Universal Orlando, you will get early entry to Epic Universe, and also Islands of Adventure 1 hour early. And I absolutely recommend making the most of that opportunity. I will also say for Epic, if it's a very busy day and you don't have express passes, you can be strategic in the morning and you can do quite a few attractions first thing. What I did, and with my friend Cindy, is come like lunchtime, we had a bite to eat, and then we left the park for a few hours, chill time at our resort. I was by the pool, and then went back in the evening. And certainly from 7:30, 8 p.m. up until 10 p.m. when it closes, the lines were much shorter. Now, one evening, when the temperatures plummeted, we're talking like minus figures, and it was windy, so the wind chill was cray-cray. I thought, I'm going to pop along and see how things are. Some of the outdoor attractions were closed because of the low temperatures, but I managed to do some of the busiest attractions as walk-ons, including the Mario Kart ride, which I love. I don't know anything about Super Nintendo or anything like that, but Mario Kart was great. And also the Harry Potter ride, which can have lines up to 5 and 6 hours on the busiest days. It was a 20-minute wait for me. So when I go to Epic again, I'm gonna stick to mornings and evenings unless the crowds are lower. That worked for me. Terra Luna, well, it's called a prime value resort in that it's a value resort, but it's in a prime location. It's a mere 5-minute shuttle ride to Epic, and the shuttles are included in your stay at the resort, and they are frequent. They work very well actually on the whole, just a couple of times when we had to wait a little bit, but no more than 20 minutes I'd say. So it worked very well. The resort is only a year old, and I have to say the rooms are bright, they're airy, they're spacious. Certainly for me, on my own in the room, I felt like it was a huge treat. It had a nice pool view as well, and it just had a really nice vibe about it for a value resort, and I felt it was good value. I paid £500 for 4 nights. Now, if you are sharing with somebody, obviously that is really good value. So the whole experience at Orlando Universal actually I thought was very good indeed. Did all of my favorite rides. Then it was a case of Uber to Port Canaveral to join Norwegian Cruise Line's Prima, their first Prima class ship. And I didn't know what to expect. I know this sounds terrible as a vlogger, a content creator, whatever you want to call me. I never do much research on ships, cruise lines I don't know anything about. I like going and being surprised. You know, please do still watch my videos whenever you can. But I just go and I sort of wing things, and I quite enjoy that because I feel like you're experiencing everything with me as I experience it. And I think there's an authenticity about that. So yeah, NCL Prima, the boarding process, check-in, etc., was super easy. I had a window of, I think it was between 11 a.m. and 11:30. I was on board by 11:15 a.m. It was so smooth. I was surprised because, it's a ship that can hold at double occupancy about 3,100 passengers. The minute you start filling the 3 and 4 berth cabins, obviously that can increase significantly. Out of holiday time, not many children on board at all. So I think there were more couples and therefore perhaps fewer passengers on board. But the ship itself, I think, looks beautiful inside and out. Some of my highlights, I absolutely loved Ocean Boulevard, as it's called, which is their prom deck. It goes all the way around, but it is a very wide prom deck at parts. So you'll find outdoor seating for some of the restaurants, including some of the specialty restaurants. There are infinity pools. These lovely comfy day beds surrounded by water features. You can just like paddle your feet or something. I don't think the water about that deep. Oh look, look at that. How did that get there? So Ocean Boulevard, I thought best prom deck I've ever been on at sea on any ship, any cruise line. It was marvelous. But also on deck 8, oh, by the way, the aft of it, lovely comfy seating areas, some like little swinging chairs and hammocky kind of chairs and lounges, lovely bar there as well. But my favorite thing on deck 8, and probably one of my favorite things also on any cruise ship, the Indulge food hall. I love Market Hall in Rotterdam. It's like that on a smaller scale. There's like a noodles bar serving Indonesian food. There's an Indian bar. There's a garden one like serving soups and salads. There's a smokehouse. There's a Spanish one, a Spanish kitchen. There's a Latino one. It's just got everything, all the things I love. And essentially, you can sit up at the different kitchens at like the little bar. And there are these devices and you just basically choose whatever food you want. It gets brought to you and it's included in your cruise fare. If you sit anywhere else though, like on the floor, not literally on the floor, but off the bar areas, you'll have the menu for every kitchen and you can order anything you want and it gets brought to you as well. So it's a bit like the Virgin Voyages model, I suppose. I think this is much better though. The Indonesian and Indian food I had was absolutely phenomenal. It was better than the food we had in one of the specialty restaurants serving Asian cuisine. It was better than that. I found myself addicted and I had to drag myself out of there because you folks are going to want to see all the other restaurants and eateries on board. But my goodness me, it was addictive. And they served breakfast there. Oh, the Indian food they had at breakfast, rotating each morning as well. My favorite pav bhaji was just delicious. Bhaji and puri and in case you haven't picked up on the vibe, I loved it. The cabin I had, I'm going to release my cabin tour, I think this Saturday. So I opted for a solo cabin, a studio it's called. And they are located on decks 12 and 13. They are smaller than any cabin you've probably seen apart from Virgin Voyages. They're insider cabins, the solo insiders, they're tiny, not as small as that. But it's so smart. The single bed is an oversized single bed. Plenty of storage space, more than I've had in some standard sized cabins on other cruise lines. And the bathroom was absolutely beautiful. And again, the same size, if not bigger than some bathrooms on other cabins on other cruise lines I've had as well. It was surprisingly comfortable. It won't be for everyone, I know that. But it was a way of making the cruise much more affordable as a solo passenger. They've also got, so basically when you're coming down the halls, you've got your card and there are doors where only solo passengers can access that area. They also have a solo lounge. It's so much bigger and nicer than the crappy pictures I've seen online. It's a great space. It's really well done out. I like the decor, and they have a kitchen there as well, so you can help yourself to hot drinks, cold drinks. There are pastries and fruit in the morning. In the afternoon, there are things like there's more fruit. There's cookies and cakes. They've also got beer, wine, cocktail, and soft drinks on tap. If you've got the free at sea package, it's kind of like a drinks package, but also includes credits for excursions. It includes specialty dining on one occasion on the Prima class ships, that is, etc. Then you just tap your card and pour away. I thought it was an amazing space for solo passengers. It really was. Super impressed with that. I also like some of the facilities. I know it's not for everyone, but the racing track, the speedway at the top of the ship was just awesome. I thought it was going to be a bit gimmicky. I thought, oh, if you're going to do a speedway, you might as well do a proper one. But actually, it covers like 3 decks, and I felt like it was a good length track. My car was pretty fast. I came second in the race because some silly person kept doing this. The person in question was very uncertain, so I was trying to get by them, and they went, "Wee, wee." I'm very competitive with these things, so I had to settle for second place. They've got some amazing slides on board. There's the ocean walkway where you've seen these on different ships before. You know, you're walking literally on a deck. It's see-through, so you see the ocean below you or whatever's below you. So lots of positives. However, there are some things I did not like. And my pet hate on any cruise line, any cruise ship, is where the bars or some of the bars are just too small, not enough seating, not enough crew, and the wait times for drinks is too long. For me, waiting 30 minutes, 40 minutes for a drink is too long when it's your holiday, it's your vacation, it's your cruise. We can all be patient, but actually once I've waited 30 minutes, I get a drink, then to order another and wait another 30 minutes, it's like, yeah, not all the bars were like that. The Observation Lounge, beautiful venue, by the way. I found it very easy to get drinks there, always easy to get a seat there as well. But some of the bars where you've got live music was so small, it was either difficult to get a seat or difficult to get a drink. And I found that annoying. Also, the theatre, it actually is a decent size, but not quite big enough for the ship or the number of passengers. Now, I understand from some of the crew on board, some of the senior management, that the newer Prima class ships have taken all of those things into consideration, and I believe have expanded upon some of the venue sizes and seating arrangements. I don't know that for a fact because I haven't been on those ships, but that was my gripe. It really was. The main dining room, by the way, there are 2, but Hudson's is a beautiful venue. It's at the aft, and whatever table you get there, it's kind of like designed in a lunar fashion, and every table has a sea view. The food I had in there for dinner was very good indeed. Cindy, my friend who was with me, will agree with me. My breakfast was not so good and a bit more chaotic. Love the freestyle, casual nature of NCL. Most of the crew were very, very good as well. So on the whole, as a ship, as a product, I really liked it. It was affordable for me as a solo. It looks beautiful. It's got lots of facilities. It's got lots of potential, but some of the bars for me were too small, not enough crew in some of those areas, which is a bit of a peeve for me. The itinerary, well, we missed 2 of 4 ports. First and foremost, because of stronger winds in those areas. So in the Bahamas, we didn't get to the private island. I have done that island before, thankfully, but we didn't make it. We're not gonna make it. We didn't make it. we did make it to Jamaica, and I got to do the trek up Dunn's River Falls, which was amazeballs. We didn't make it to the Cayman Islands because, again, of strong winds, and it's a tendering operation. And you know what? There are some places where tendering it's just pointless, and I think that's one of them. I've heard that port of call can get cancelled quite often. But then we made it to a very beautiful sunny day in Cozumel, where I went to Cuza, beautiful area, beautiful part of the coastline, gorgeous beaches, gorgeous turquoise seas, lots to do there. It was great. So yeah, 2 ports only in the week, 4 sea days, and of course the embarkation day as well. Yet whilst we were at sea on those sea days, we had pretty much sunny skies most of the time. Some winds were a bit stronger, but there was always a part of the ship where it was much more sheltered. So on the whole, it was a good cruise. It was a good experience, and I would do it again. I'd like to try maybe one of the newer Prima class ships, having said that. Okay, I am going to take your questions shortly. If you have already posed a question, I won't have seen it because I've been focusing on you. So if you've got a question or a shout out, then can I suggest you just write question, maybe in capital letters, or shout out, maybe in capital letters. And whilst you're thinking of something to ask, it's just to let you know that Matthew and I are off on our Valentine's cruise this weekend from Southampton. It's Fred Olsen Balmoral. We are heading to Antwerp and Rouen. It's Matthew's first trip of the year. In fact, he hasn't been away for a number of months. So I'm looking forward to some proper downtime with Matthew on this trip. And I'm hoping he gets to relax fully, having been working his socks off for the last number of months. So we'll be doing that. And then I'm going back to school. They've booked me in for 4 days towards the end of February to help with some of the speaking exams. And then next month, I am going to Singapore for the first time ever. And then after a few nights there, I'll be joining Royal Caribbean's Ovation of the Seas, just a short cruise, 3 nights, and heading to Penang, Malaysia. So there's lots coming up. On that note, let me head to the comments. Okay, people saying they're excited to hear my thoughts on Prima. Hopefully I've given them now, but if you've got any further questions about NCL, anything about NCL or Prima, I will happily answer them. Absolutely. People going on cruises, shout out to Helen, Steve, Georgia, Caitlin. It's her birthday on the 13th of Feb. That's Caitlin's. Well, happy birthday to you, pre-Valentine's. Mark, we've watched lots of your vlogs. Enunciate, Jamie, on places we are going to, but unfortunately you didn't write any of your recommendations. Then couldn't remember what's what. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Maybe go back over them. Jay Baxter, good to see you. Next couple of weeks, I'm going to be crying so much because it's the second wedding anniversary on the 1st of March since my husband died. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I also really appreciate you being here and sharing that with us, and hope you are okay. We are always here if you ever want a message. If there's anything I can do to cheer you up, please let me know. What would you like me to do? Just tell me, I'll do it. What can I do? Wave some Fred Olsen slippers around? Smack people in the face with them? Oh, remember, I've got a giveaway going on. Sorry, shameless, isn't it? On my Facebook page and Instagram page. Just head over. You've got till Sunday to enter, by the way. Okay, oh yeah, and you can win some Fortnum & Mason coffee as well. That was shameless, wasn't it? Moving on. Indulge was brilliant on Viva 2. Great character. Oh, so the staff on Prima said that the newer Prima class ships have a larger Indulge Is that correct? Does anybody know? Because it was already awesome, and the thought of it being even bigger and more of it is very exciting for me. I honestly could have eaten there breakfast, lunch, dinner every single day. If anybody knows, I would love to hear from you. Someone's asking about my religion. I don't have one. I don't follow a religion. I have my own personal beliefs and values system as to what is right, what is not so right in life, and I live like that actually. But no, I'm not. I don't follow a religion. I'm not atheist either. I haven't labeled myself in any shape or form. I'm just me, and I try and live well and proper. Cool, Razor. I'm not myself, but I can appreciate your warmth and kindness you demonstrate towards your group on Fred. Oh, well, they absolutely deserved it, but also they made it so easy because they were such a lovely. Well, you would have seen it if you've watched those Fred Olsen vlogs. And thank you for your love with the Fred Olsen vlogs and the group cruise. They've gone down very well indeed. I loved editing those, I really did. But the group was so easy. They gelled so well. They got on so well with one another, and they were so kind and generous to me. So it was just the loveliest atmosphere, and I'm sure that will be replicated when we do our group cruise this December. I'm sure, absolutely certain of it. But thank you. I appreciate your kindness there as well. That is very nice of you. It really is. Okay, let's get back to the chat. I lost you for a while. My chat froze, but you didn't notice, did you, that I was trying to salvage that? You didn't, did you? Oh, and by the way, Matthew should be home in about 20 minutes. It's weird. I haven't seen him for like 12 days. So I'm going to get takeout tonight. I'm not sure what yet. Maybe a dirty kebab or something like that. Right, let's get back to your comments. Okay, Holiday Have. Excited to try indulge food hall. Oh, Holiday Have. Oh, Holiday Heaven. I hope you enjoy it as much as I did. I kept referring to it as a mini market hall from Rotterdam. My God, it was lovely. I loved it. Hi, Georgia. Janet, what was your favourite speciality on NCL Prima? I would... Oh, that's a difficult one. Maybe Onda, maybe Los Lobos. I found specialty dining on this occasion just to be a little bit underwhelming. Bearing in mind I was comparing it to the amazing food at Indulge, and also the food I had in the main dining room at dinner and lunch was very good. So Los Lobos was good, a couple minor issues. Onda, the Italian, was also very good, but you know, they raved about the pizza there. They need to work on their pizza on NCL. But everything else was very good as well. The Food Republic for Asian fare, I was disappointed with that actually. I wouldn't go there again. I'd go to the Indulge Hall and I'd get all my Asian food from there, or the main dining room. Yeah. Hannah, do you manage to cover the costs with your video views, or do you need to top it up? I'm not sure I understand the question. Do you mean when I travel and I pay for my travel, am I making back money or enough money? The answer would be yes, otherwise I wouldn't have any money. Yes. And the top up thing, I don't ever consider it as topping it up, but there are other things I do, like we've got our online shop, for example. I've got my Patreon page. People pay memberships for that. I write articles. I've got like commission-based affiliate links as well. So those are things that help pay my bills, absolutely. But yes, the costs are definitely covered. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this, and I would not be going into debt to do this either. Um, Absolutely not. Oh, and of course, I do still do the odd week at my old school to help out with exams. So there are, being transparent with you, there are multiple avenues of revenue. We all got to pay our bills, haven't we? Absolutely. I don't mind talking about that sort of thing, by the way. That's fine. Tony, agree with pretty much everything you said. Love the prom and best cabin we've had so far. Oh yeah, and also based on what Tony just said, because I'm nosy, I did have a peep when I boarded, and I was so early. A lot of the cabin doors were open, and the cabin stewards were still working on preparing them. I thought they looked really nice. Actually, they look very bright and airy, spacious. I would have very happily stayed in one of those balcony cabins, but I have to say I thought they looked great. The venues were generally too small, said Tony. Yes, I absolutely agree with him. We felt rushed in Hudson's. I will see, I didn't have that experience at all, fortunately. Was Hudson's too small? I didn't feel that because I never had to wait to get in there whatever time I arrived. So that wasn't my experience, but I know if, let's say it were a cruise during holidays and there were more 3 and 4 berth cabins being filled, I imagine that would be more challenging. Absolutely. Penny and Steve, are you okay now, as you really didn't feel very good? Oh, thank you for asking. So I wasn't very well just before going to Orlando, just like headachy and fatigue. And the first 2 days in Orlando, yeah, I felt worse actually. And the second night, I felt really rotten, as Cindy will tell you, and I sounded and looked shocking. And then literally, I was okay again. I got better pretty soon. Thank you for asking. It was, who knows what it was, just coldy, headachy, tired, you know? And then, of course, traveling and jet lag doesn't help that sort of thing. But the show must go on. It must. It has to. Oh, don't forget your thumbs up, please. Not like typing thumbs up, but clicking under the screen, the thumbs up. That would be mucho apreciado. Good for my self-esteem. Happy birthday, Karen, for the 15th of February. Holiday have any favorite cocktail on board Prima? Oh my goodness me. So they do great classic margaritas, and they are very low in sugar actually. I know that because I'm wearing my sensor as well. So can you see that? I'm wearing my sensor. So I'm like testing out things that don't spike my blood, and their margaritas didn't. They were great. God, I wish I could remember that there's a bar called the Belvedere. It's a specialty bar. I know that because the first night I thought this looks beautiful. Went in and I said, oh, could I have a blah, blah, blah? No, sir. I'm like, oh, why? We only serve what's on this limited menu. Damn. Listen, go to the Belvedere, have a look at their cocktail list. I can't remember the name of it. It'll be in the vlog. But it's a drink. Oh, a banana rum, a banana rum, banana rum something. Rumba. Something like that. And it's got a lot of rum. It's got some, like a banana syrup, but it has cherry juice as well. And I thought it was going to be too sweet. Now, it was already included on my package, so I thought I'm just going to have a taste. And it was delicious, much more sour than I was expecting. And I didn't drink it all. The blood didn't go up either, so that was a good thing. But I'm sorry, it's called the banana rum something, but the mix with cherry, divine. Love, love, love it. Yeah. Go there, go to the Belvedere and get the banana rum. And when you order it, by the way, say, can I please have the banana rum? And see what happens, okay? Good luck with that. Let's keep scrolling. Tony, I think Viva is much the same as Prima. I think it's Aqua they changed things on. Okay, that would make sense. And then they've got Luna and Aura as well, haven't they, being released? So I'm hoping they've learned from those experiences. Oh, I also feel, by the way, the pool area, the main pool for passengers, all passengers, is way too small. The pool itself is a good size, but there's only one big pool, and the two infinity pools on Ocean Boulevard, not nearly enough. They do have a paid area called the Vibe. It's like $99 for a day. They have infinity hot tubs. They've got lovely open air spaces, their own bar. But I have to be honest with you, I'm not paying $99 to go somewhere like that when they don't even have a pool. The Haven, which is the ship within a ship, they seem to have all of the great facilities and comes with a cost. I'm just jealous. I'd love to stay in the Haven one day. But I forgot to mention, I think they, the pool situation is a little disappointing for me. Although I never had a problem using the pool, it was never too busy. I just felt on a really hot cruise, ours being end of January, start of February, a bit cooler, I think it would be very busy there. Very, very busy. Okay. Sorry, I've been scrolling and it's jumped. P&O Iona, best thing to do is to watch my P&O Iona vlogs, because I have every single tip I can possibly imagine and think of in those vlogs. The most recent being the Fjords cruise one, and also the Northern Europe one, actually. So not sure there's one best thing to do on any ship. It depends on what your tastes are. But infinity pools are good. I quite like some of the specialty dining venues on there as well. And the Dome for Silent Disco is a good venue. It's lively up there. Cindy, I concur with everything Jamie said about the entire experience. Oh, good. The parks and cruise. I will add that in some seminars I attend on board, the staff just say NCL venue size is larger. Viva. Okay, are you saying Viva has larger venues? But yeah, it feels like Cindy and I had similar experience and overview of the cruise. But like I said, still, it was definitely good enough for me to go back on that ship, and certainly with NCL, I do like their product. Okay. Did I pop it? Amanda, did you pop into Stellanova as I was wondering the difference? I didn't. They are very, very similar though. The rooms look similar. The pool sizes are similar. Stellanova is within closer proximity of Epic. If you want to walk it, you can walk from both of those hotels, but Stellanova is certainly nearer. I honestly think they're pretty much on a par. I believe Stellanova has some extra facilities for kids, like outdoors, maybe like a little water play area. Could be wrong there, but otherwise I think very, very similar, and I would stay there again, absolutely. And proximity to Epic cannot be beaten, apart from Helios, but then you've got to pay a lot of money for that one. It takes about 20-25 minutes to get to the central hub at Universal, so just be aware, if and when you're using the shuttles to go there, give yourself plenty of time. I didn't realize it was going to take quite as long, and there are a few traffic lights en route, and of course they take forever to change. I don't see myself traveling with P&O again unless they answer all of those of us who are affected and shafted by them. They need to answer our questions and put things right. Then I would see myself doing it. Absolutely. You're welcome. Anytime you need us, we're here for you. We are. Okay. Adults only wise on Iona. There's an adults only pool pool and bar. Although I think sometimes on really busy family cruises that was used by all passengers, but they have that area there for sure. Ian, or is it Craig, or is it Ian Craig? With all the cruises you take, how do you stay so trim? I come back to compulsory dieting every time. Well, maybe Cindy can answer that if she's still here, because she's just cruised with me. Have you got an answer to that, Cindy? I don't think I'm so trim, by the way. I've got some handles. Do you want to see my handles? No? They love you. My handles love you. They do. Don't forget the thumbs up, please. Click, click, click. So here's the thing. I do a lot of walking. I usually swim a lot. I didn't swim so much on this cruise, just because the main pool area was not my favorite place to be. I do a lot of excursions where I'm walking, or if I'm doing it independently. I don't eat desserts, so the sugar content is much lower than many people. And I've got to say, once I cut out more sugar from my diet, I lost weight. It's as simple as that. I would like to think I eat a lot of veggies, bit of fruit here and there, but I I think it looks awful when you vlog everything in every meal and it's all condensed into a vlog. It looks like you're constantly eating. But I'm not going to film me just power walking or going around Promenade Deck 1,000 times, because that would be quite dull to watch. Okay. So I think lower your sugar intake is the main thing. Do as much walking as you can. I do walk up the stairs quite a lot as well, up and down the stairs. I don't always take the elevators. I don't really have a secret to it other than that, though. I hope that's answers your question. Maybe Cindy can answer that. She was there watching. All right. Oh, and also, I don't have syrups and stuff in my drinks. And very often I drink, like, if I'm drinking alcohol, I drink vodka and soda with ice. Like, you might think it's boring, but in terms of calories, it's very low. I suppose all those things together help. They all help. Okay, Carol, car has broken down. Oh my goodness gracious me, we have to take a train from London to Southampton. Have you done a vlog about that? No, because that's like breathing for me. But you can get a train from London to Southampton, absolutely. You won't have an issue with that, apart from it could be busy depending on when you're traveling. But yes, you can do that. You're not going to have an issue, okay? I promise you, it is okay. They just don't always have much room for cases and bags, I'm afraid. Okay. Cindy is responding to Amanda. I have training at both hotels as Universal said. Same in design. Yeah, very similar. We're talking about the Stella, Nova and Terra Luna hotels. Holiday Heaven, I will go to Belvedere on Viva. Thank you. Yes, let me know if you find that cocktail. Damn, I'm so annoyed I can't remember the name of it. And let me know if you enjoy it. And like, banana's not for everyone, but the cherry just cuts through it all, you know? It really does. Were pools quite on port days? Yes, although we only had 2 in the end, and I was out and about as much as I could. Cindy was on board, and yeah, like on all cruise ships, the pools are much quieter on port days. I will say, on our first sea day, I was up and about on Ocean Boulevard at 8:40 specifically. I know that because I looked at the time thinking, okay, people are going to want to know what's available at this time of the day on a sea day. And I managed to get one of those lovely day beds surrounded by the water features without any issues at all. And also, a little bit later in the afternoon, you can get anything you want. I was quite happy doing that, and then having a swim later in the afternoon. Perfect timing. Tiny, if Viva's venues are bigger, I dread to think how small they are on Prima. Well, you take my point in that case. Cindy, it was holiday have. I stayed on board in Cozumel and the pools and everywhere else Prima were empty. It was a dream. There you go. Average age group on NCL, I don't know. I didn't have a list, but it's a very mixed demographic on NCL. I feel like some American cruise lines, it's very mixed. You've got everyone from babies all the way up to someone at 110, everything in between. I just felt like it was a ship and a product for everyone. Everyone. People thanking Cindy to help Jamie out with the question about keeping his weight down. This is what I want to hear, because if someone travels with me, then they will know. He is very active with walking, swimming activity. He's a very healthy eater. Am I? And I didn't know that. And I'm sure avoiding sugar helps. So basically, I think I said some of that as well. I'm not always a healthy eater, but I try my best. I do try my best. Thank you for that, Cynthia Stewart. Mucho apreciado. Oh gosh, it's nearly an hour, so let me just take the last few. If you've got anything to ask, now is the time. Matthew will be walking through those doors in the next 5 minutes. Wob no, I don't even know how to say that. I've got to be careful how I say that. Daughter is looking at taking first cruise with boyfriend, going to the fjords, but stuck between who to go with. Who would be your choice? P&O, Ambassador, Fred, or Princess? Oh, that's a difficult one. Okay, thinking objectively, I would probably base it on the itinerary and costs and what you can get for that, and whether you're going to get any drinks included and so on. In terms of my favorite, it would be Fred Olsen, and certainly the smaller ships, and the fact that now wines, beers, soft drinks are included at meal times as well. So the group cruise I'm doing next summer to the fjords with Fred Olsen, I feel is very good value indeed, certainly for a smaller, older ship as well. When you consider what is included, they include gratuities as well. But it depends, it really depends what age your daughter is, what sort of things they like. P&O Iona probably would be the liveliest of those three options. Princess and P&O probably got more food options because there are larger ships. So it really depends what they're looking for. But yeah, that's a difficult one. What do they want from their cruise? How old are they? That's what I would probably suggest thinking about. No, don't fret about getting to Southampton from London. Easy peasy, it really is. Trains to a long distance. It's not really long distance though. It's what, an hour and a half? It's not long distance. In my mind, that's not long distance for a train journey. You're gonna be just fine. Just do a search. Matthew's up. Just do a search online and it will come up with all of the times and prices for you. So listen, I'm keeping to my word. The door is opening. Matthew has returned from work. I haven't seen him for like 11 or 12 days. So I am going to say a fondle farewell to you all. Thank you for joining me. If you're on catch up, don't forget to drop all your comments below as well. Answer all those questions. I will catch up with them and I will respond as well. Thank you. Have an awesome evening. I love all of you. All of you. You too. Love you. But you down there, you still got an attitude problem. You need to sort your fringe out. You need to wear more deodorant. Love to you all. Apart from you there, of course. Have a great week. I will see you around. Take care. Don't forget to watch those vlogs. And nearly at 50,000. If you can help, subscribe. get somebody in your family on board, get your dog to subscribe, get your cat a Facebook, sorry, a YouTube page, get your mice on board. That would be amazing. Love you. Gotta see Matthew now. Bye. Sorry, I've got a finger, you know that. End stream.